Next area is the Byzantine-Latino Quarter in the Pico-Union area, represented by Council Member Mike Hernandez. St. Sophia's Cathedral and Loyola High School are two of the many cultural institutions, along with many cafes, restaurants, and shops. This is a very historic part of Los Angeles that has run down over the last 50 years. But under the leadership of Mike Hernandez, this and other areas of his council district are coming back. He is somebody that I almost dread to meet with because he has a new project for me every time, such as a community center in Highland Park, a new shopping mall in the MTA area along Alvarado, and on and on. Mike knows every pothole in his district, and he tells me about them. Mike, congratulations. Keep up your great leadership.
Let me first start by thanking the mayor. You need to understand that LANI does work. I have another LANI designated area in my district in the Highland Park corridor, and I've watched it evolve. I've watched the citizen participation, I've watched the citizen sophistication. I've really watched them become now an economic development corporation and making a tremendous difference along the Figueroa corridor. So I have big expectations for what's going to happen on the Pico-Alvarado corridor. First, let me call up some people who I think are very important. Yasmin Corona. Yeah. Ted Patsaris. Father Dennis from St. Thomas. Father Bacchus from St. Sophia's. Jose Gardea from my office. Get over here, Jose. These individuals, you need to know, I attend a community meeting and they say they want to do something about what's going on in a neighborhood that has a little bit too much of everything. When I say a little bit too much of everything, business density, customer density, crime density, it's all there. But they wanted to do something about it, and they started a project called Genesis. And see, when you travel down that Pico corridor, what you see is businesses from all over the world, people from all over the world. And I know that the actions that they want to take are all going to be positive for the city of Los Angeles. But I've seen community pride days in that particular vicinity where thousands of volunteers are not only trimming trees, which the city won't let them do, they're cleaning sidewalks, they're painting murals. You need to know they're fixing sidewalks with cement, but the city won't let them do. You know, they're out there basically showing the city that they care very much about the neighborhood, and they're going to make a difference. And I take a lot of pride to have them stand behind me, because the bottom line is they've been pushing me. They're the folks who said they wanted to do something. All we have to do as a city is let them. And I think they're going to make a tremendous difference. We have a major supermarket going on in one of the anchors, which is going to be at Liborio's Market on Pico and Alvarado. And on this other side, we have an anchor of beautiful churches, St. Sophia's Cathedral, which I think is probably the most magnificent cathedral we have in this region, and people take a chance to see it. Tremendous people, and I'd like Father Bacchus to maybe say a few things about Genesis and how we got here.
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Council folk, and dear friends, I don't want to leave out Father Dennis, come close to us here, because we both look like Johnny Cash here, all dressed in black. We are delighted. Father Dennis is pastor of St. Thomas Church. We believe that in our district, now being called and referred to as the Byzantine-Latino District, we have some areas that can serve as catalysts to improvement and change. Through this program that we put together as a community called Genesis Plus, Birth Plus Development, we want to use the wonderful assets there. St. Thomas Parish, which is now the second oldest Roman Catholic parish in Los Angeles. St. Sophia Cathedral, a magnificent Byzantine cathedral. Loyola High School, which is really the high school Harvard in the inner city. Also Bishop Connerty Schools, School and dozens of other businesses. We want to take advantage of the name, the City of Angels, and using these institutions and the neighbors and the business people to be used as a catalyst for renewal and change. And we want to take advantage of the many cultures that are there, the Latin cultures, the Byzantine cultures, and to be able to focus that corridor of Pico Avenue into downtown so that it becomes, again, something that can be angelic, both in the spiritual sense, but mostly in the cultural and ethnic sense. And we pledge ourselves, Mr. Mayor, to you and to the council, that we will work with Andrew and Jasmine and the people represented here, the churches, to make that really one of the most extraordinary quarters in Los Angeles, bringing in tourism, bringing in visitors, bringing in new business, God willing, and bringing in a whole renewal of the neighborhood in a theme and in a way that will bring credit to the name Los Angeles. So we thank you very much, members of the LANI board, the mayor's staff, and of course the councilman's staff. But you know, these council people, like priests, get all the credit. You see, that must have been an amen from someplace. But some of the people who make these fine folk look good are the people in the staff members who are behind the scenes, both in the mayor's office and in the councilman's office. And I'd like to especially point out Jose Gardea, who I believe is one of the great assets as a staff member of Councilman Hernandez's office, and Teresa Patakis in your office, Mayor, who could not be here this morning, who really are the ones who are our hidden supporters in the back. We thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.